Was there any sort of battles that you've had to have just to turn it into a Caffeine Machine site?
Yeah. So the first mountain that we climbed was when we went for a license change. Just a tweak.
Yeah.
Like literally a tweak.
Yeah.
All hell broke loose. I've never been in a council committee meeting where there was a crowd and they were cheering.
Oh, wow, okay.
And jeering. And we were sat in this big room with a full raft of councillors. Yeah, it was horror.
We're here at the bowl.
We are
with
at the bowl.
Phil from Caffeine Machine. Please make sure to like, comment and subscribe and let us know who you want on Talkin Shop next. Sweet.
And action.
Yeah.
Take it away.
With a bit of coffee as well. My second coffee of the day, and it's 10 a.m.
Sketchy.
So, yeah.
Sketchy ground.
No, I've gone for decaf. So yeah.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Where's the worry? Watch me shake.
Yeah, 100%. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah. It's interesting times, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah. And we're here at your... How new is this site? How new?
How new? We opened this one in October of a few years back.
Okay.
So we're 18 months old now.
18 months old. Yeah.
At
Nice.
the bowl. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we went through a sketchy adventure of trying to open 2 in 6 months. So yeah, this one came first, and then 6 months later, the hut popped up.
Yeah.
On St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, which conveniently I passed the other day. Like I'd never accidentally, shall we say, passed any of them, and then as we planned this, I then passed one. I was like, oh,
were you
that's weird.
Goodwooding or something along those lines?
No, I was just stuck because of traffic. So the sat nav led me like the most bizarre way, because I don't think you can accidentally find the hut. It's like quite
it's
off
if you know it. So
Yeah.
if you're coming from north south to do the Goodwood trip, of which thousands of people do every year, it's that kind of I don't want to do the M27. You just cut across the top. And if you know it, you know it.
Yeah.
And then you just literally, you drive straight past us and you stop at the traffic lights and you're staring at the building. It's kind of cool. Yeah. That's how I found it.
Yeah, well, we did the same last year's Goodwood. We were on the way there again, avoiding that bit of motorway. Oh, there it is.
And here it is. Yeah. Welcome to my world, the challenging world of making people aware of where it sits.
Yeah.
Because that was one of my questions, to be honest with. How did you end up with the locations that you have got now? Was it...
Oh, they've all got kind of a cool story in a weird way.
Okay.
The first one, the hill, was a byproduct of stress. Like I'd come back to the UK, I had the dream and the aspiration. My funding model had fallen down because we'd been looking at buying properties. And I just found it randomly on the internet. Old school search, pubs for sale, because through a conversation I'd been having with my then brother-in-law, was that the pubs was a dying trade. So I just went Google searching for pubs in the local area. I knew that road. I know that local area really well. I'd never seen that pub.
No.
Ever. No. It was really weird. And it looked like a haunted motel on the side of the road. It was kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
And then, the second we painted it white, transformed. This one is an old school friend of mine, a guy called Rob Higton, who at the time was quite senior in Red Bull Formula One. And he used to cruise past it. And he just sent me a link on WhatsApp saying, it's for sale. Like, what do you reckon? Have a look. And that's how this one was found. And then, the hut was as you and I were just talking about, just a random drive down that road. And we stopped, and I was aware of Lumi's, the motorbike cafe. We had a Magnus, myself and Laura, and we sat on the hill and just watched the world go by for an hour.
Yeah.
And immediately thought, this is a really interesting proposition. And then it came up for sale. That was more the other way around.
I see. Because that was the way we looked at it. Was it was this an area where you said, right, I want to find somewhere here, or was it just a case of...
No, there was a proactive decisions around all of it. Where the hill's positioning was like, where else are you going to go in the UK that's that surrounded by automotive culture? And it's famous racetracks, it's Triumph, Jaguar, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Multimatic, ProDrive. There's a raft of Formula One teams that all sit within like a 35, 40 mile range of the hill. This place has got Millbrook Proving Ground. Like one of the most reputable industry proving grounds is in that field over there. Where they used to film Fifth Gear, they did film Casino Royale.
Cool.
It's amazing. If you Google map it, zoom out, you'll understand why we called this place the Bowl. Because there's a 1 mile high speed, 6-lane, heavily banked bowl just over there. Copart, BSA, and then Milton Keynes is the home of automotive OEMs, pretty much. And the hut was just Hampshire.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of cool down there. I like it down there. I studied down there. It's
Yeah, I mean, I think you've pretty much answered the question, but how did you get the names for the places? Obviously, it's obvious now why you've called this one. I mean,
yeah. Look, I wanted all sorts of silly names.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just fall into place. So the Hounds Hill pub, which is where the hill is, used to be called Mongrel's Mount. There was all sorts of historical names associated to it, and I got lost in entomology and was like, we'll just call it the hill.
Yeah.
This place was called the Checkers, but the bowl was, and it actually started as a cereal bowl full of those teeny weeny micro machines. Because we were trying to figure out ways to market the launch and the awareness of it. And it started with a bowl, and then we were like, shit, it was a high-speed bowl. And the hut was an old sheep. It was a hut.
It literally
Called
was
the
a
West
hut.
Meon hut.
That's it. It speaks for
was a
itself.
sheep drive spot. Yeah.
Yeah, cause obviously with your events as well, that's one of the questions where, how do you come up with these names of, sort of speciality nights and weekends? Is it just, because I think that's what draws people to it, thinking, oh yeah, I've got a BMW, I'll go this weekend because it's got that event on, and it sort of drags people.
It's a massive, it sounds really simple to come up with names, but it starts with trying to understand what the market was that I was trying to attract, right? So if it's the concept of a music venue and it's playing all sorts of genres of music, all sorts of bands are being invited, it's really difficult to not make other people feel alienated. So it kind of starts there. If we're all machines always, and you put a Peugeot night on, you've just precluded a lot of people. So the first kind of cultured night that we created was called Daikoku. And that was a celebration of JDM. I was aware of that whole Japanese domestic market crowd community. They're very welcoming, very open. They don't ostracize each other. They all love their product. And Daikoku is a very famous spot in Japan, under an underpass where they meet up randomly and then they just disperse. And I'm like, that's where we're going to lean into. So yeah, it became Daikoku Nights. Somehow we persuaded loads of people to put neons on their cars. And it became, noodles and neons in the first wave. And that was a really voracious, busy evening that kind of set the template of how we go. And, the next one was Euro market was Strassen culture, because it was predominantly driven by Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, BMW. And then, we tried forward thinking, FWD, which was front wheel drive.
Okay.
Became a challenge. That became hatches.
Right.
That was a challenge.
Yeah.
Because you've got a lot of hatchbacks. They bridge, they're French or they're German. So they kind of split on nights.
Yeah.
ACAS was Air Cooled Appreciation Society, because I love air-cooled stuff, as you saw.
Yeah.
But there's more. There's Fiat 500s and there's Harleys and there's Triumphs and there's Ducatis and Citroen 2CVs. Like, it's broad, but not many people know that. So it ends up being an education. Like, how do you draw people to understand it, to grasp what I'm trying to do, that I'm not just a stanced night or a Japanese night or a truck night. I'm trying to be all of it always, which is a real... It's a sticky wicket.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. I mean, back at the very start, did you have any idea? So from where I look, Caffeine Machine has been a huge success. Did you look back?
It's very kind.
I'm feeling kind today. Did you have an idea at the time when this was a bit of a blueprint, if you like, that it would be this successful?
No. This is 10 years this year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
10 years.
It's had a really interesting gestation, and it kind of came through. I was corporate. I was working in big corporate world. I felt a bit lost, but it was fun. The big corporates generally play their HR model to make everybody rounded. And I couldn't be that guy. I tried as best I could, but I picked up a camera. I found my artistic streak, and then I started writing around the photography, and then that became a website. And then that website built a community on its own. And back then it was called Crank and Piston. You can see my theme coming really quick.
Yeah.
And that was because I had a Charlie, who was my youngest child, and I'm Phil. So there was a C and a P. And then a few years later, a Max turned up, hence the C and the M. And the idea of building a community back then was happening. Speed Hunters was doing it really successfully, but again, massive... huge business was behind that. That was an Electronic Arts, very clever marketing acquisition platform. But I just wanted to know why no one was doing it real. And then economics comes into play, and it's like, okay, that's why you've got to sell advertising, and then you've lost your soul, and then it becomes a difficult thing. So Crank and Piston dissolved, but in my head I wanted to do a Crank and Piston cafe. That was always there.
Right.
It was really chintzy. It had Hot Wheels on the ceiling in one of my, it was really chintzy.
Wow.
But early doors. And I had like a 2-year gap where I got really busy with work. My agency in the Middle East was doing really well, but Caffeine Machine was always in my head. And I'd been floating it left, right and centre wherever I was to whoever was willing to listen to me. Someone just wanted to do it then. So it started as a coffee morning in Al Quoz, which is the industrial area in Dubai, in a really beautiful little cafe called Cafe Rider, which was owned by a friend of mine called Murtaza Mulvi, who sadly passed away about 18 months ago now. But he was a big believer and an exponent in what I was trying to do, albeit his business was a coffee roastery that was built around the concept of choppers and cafe racers and classic motorbikes. So he facilitated my desires to host an event, and off it trotted. But not anywhere was it anything other than a bedroom project.
No,
because I had a job and I had a family and I had mortgages, and it was like, this will never be a thing. Did 13 events in the Middle East, I think 13, 14. And on the final one, we were like, right, open book, let's build a business case against this and see whether it could be conceivably something that could function. And it spat out some okay numbers. And the rest is history. We opened with 5 members of staff and a business plan that was built to cater for it. So that's how woefully unprepared we were. Right. We do 25 cups of coffee a day. We were like, okay, that'll work. 30 burgers a week, 30 t-shirts a month, a very easy, cheap lease because we built the entire building ourselves. The Hill, we restored it. Yeah. The same 5 people that opened it restored it, which was crazy. And it just went off. And clearly the market wanted it. And we just had to hold on to it. It felt like raging horses disappearing off down the road, and we were out of control. Because I'm not a publican. I'm not an F&B specialist. I'm an agency guy. I'm an ideas guy and a photographer. That's all I really am. So it was just holding on to it as best we possibly could, especially with the work I'd done in the background to trigger the likes of Top Gear. A lot of the early wave of what we now know as influencers were super helpful. There was a load of people that waved in at the beginning, and that pushed us over the lip. We were due to open at midday on the 27th of October, and we had to close. I got sent a photo actually the other day of the guy that stood in the road with "Sorry, we're shut," and we hadn't even opened.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, this is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But the anxiety was still there that it wouldn't work. And it still is to this day. Like, it could all stop tomorrow. Yeah. Quite convincingly. Yeah.
Were you thinking, oh God, I'm going to be back on the phone to Jag soon? On Jaguar, can I have my job?
Yeah, no, I started considering like agency conversations. Yeah. I saw a job for Wonderman, and there was a couple of jobs for the big kind of WPP agencies. I always had aspirations to go back into that world at some stage. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Rory Sutherland. And how'd you carve a niche like that? Yeah. You got to be bloody good, I suppose. Yeah. Would I now? No, probably not. No. Life's changed a bit. Yeah. I'm a lot older now. Yeah. But yeah, the fear of failure still haunts every single day. And that's because it's an arty project, right? And I bear that in my soul. The team probably very different. Like, they see this thing differently to me, for sure.
From an outsider, I see it the other way. I see actually, everybody wants to come and do something at the weekend, whether it be, meeting with other people in cars, coming for lunch, coming for see, there's always an amount of people that want to do this sort of thing at the weekend. And I see it from your end, especially with how delicate it was back in the day. It's natural in business to feel that way, but definitely from the outside, this Caffeine Machine is a huge
it's
brand
floating
now.
along. I never wanted to be the centre of it all. I wanted to be the fringe, which is why in the early days the rhetoric was the beginning, the middle, and the end of every journey. Right. COVID and viability of a business changed all of that. That was what I was supposed to be. I was supposed to be the impasse point, not the centre. It was the pit stop.
So I remember in fact the very early days actually, and just turning up. I remember turning up to the Hill one day and it just being absolutely packed, literally having to turn people away. I think that was at the point where there wasn't a ticketing system, was it? It was just first come, first serve. Was that, do you think, the point where you then had to implement the tickets?
Yeah, for sure. We had to chip our brand in live action. Destructive is the best way I would describe that scenario that we were catering to at the time. I can't think of an analogy where it would make sense, but you can't overstack a business that's a service provision. And we learned that the hard way. The data points that we've got now that filter through the business are sensible. They're built to the capacity and the capabilities of the team so that we can deliver right quality at pace, all that kind of stuff. If you just throw as many people in as possible, problems happen fast. And we had no process to support that. So yeah, it was a headache. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah. What a nice headache to beat, but still.
Yeah. Destructive.
And I suppose, I mean, obviously, I appreciate I don't want to go too much into this, but you've got residents, you've got people in the local area, which of course are not going to be totally on board with.
That was a lot of work. So my, one of our owners, Dan, one of the founders, co-founders of the business, spent, and we spent hours, days, understanding stakeholder impact. And that was a learning from the Middle East, because C&M was born in a country that's a benign dictatorship.
Right.
It's a kingdom.
Yeah.
And there's no gray. It's very black and white. So we came with all of that knowledge. We worked very closely with the police in the UAE. So the first port of call was the local police force. The second silly things like, if I wind it back, the community was 90% against us. Really? It was really bad.
Wow.
They did not want us there. They didn't understand the concept of what we were doing, but we showed faith and good faith in our social governance, which was, I love you, man, and don't be a dick. Significant social governance elements to our business. And yeah, we work with police and crime commissioners. We, all of them, councillors, planning, licensing, EHO. Dan got very, very close with the team from the EHO because they were the first people that were sent in to ascertain whether we were viable, right? A lot of work, hours. Like never ever misgive the power of support in that realm.
Yeah. When you set up the hill, how busy you had those days, like Aaron was saying, when they were turning people away.
Yeah.
Was there any legal implications when you were setting up, obviously, the other side's the bowl, where maybe the council like, whoa, you're going to turn this pub or this restaurant that's been this sleepy little pub into what could be an absolute chaotic. Was there any sort of battles that you've had to have just to turn it into a Caffeine Machine site?
Yeah. So the first mountain that we climbed was when we went for a license change. Just a tweak.
Yeah.
Like literally a tweak.
Yeah.
All hell broke loose. I've never been in a council committee meeting where there was a crowd and they were cheering.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And jeering. And we were sat in this big room with a full raft of councillors. Yeah, it was horror because they had no grasp of the fact that the highways is not our problem. Highways is highways.
Yeah.
Like I'm effectively a business owner. I'm not highways. But the minute we showed, again, we're back to intent. So I went, and as did a number of our team, we all became resident speed watchers. And I shared that online with the Caffeine Machine community and got torn apart. But little did they know that 6 months later, not one single Caffeine Machine customer had been caught. Everyone that had been caught speeding was a local resident. And that became really interesting information to explain. And we did things like traffic surveys.
Yeah.
The road was never quieter than when we were, never noisier and louder and faster than when we were shut.
Oh, right. Okay.
Commuting.
Yeah.
A truck makes the same sort of noise as an EV car because it's tire roar. It's not engines when you're at 50, 55. They tried to kind of pinpoint accidents on us, but the data actually, when you go into it, revealed it was in a car park in Waitrose. It just happened to be on the same road. And as our brand grew in the public domain, I've had a crash on the A272. I'm just around the corner from Caffeine Machine.
Yeah.
So C&M became registered in all the police logs.
Yeah.
But they understood why we were being registered, not because we were the reason.
Yeah. That necessity to look into it so much like you have, and be involved in,
Yeah.
you know, helping out with local problems with speeding or safety and noise pollution, etc. Has that come out of just pure necessity to make the sites work, and problems that you've had previously, or is that just naturally that's what you sort of wanted to do to help the local community? You know, yeah, okay,
Yeah. We're a force for good. We're
Yeah.
not evil.
Yeah.
We're here to help. We're here to be better. I've got a meeting this afternoon, for instance, with a young driver academy that's based out of UTAC to get kind of 14-year-olds behind the wheel of the car, learn them early.
yeah,
This.
Massive thing.
Yeah, look, we're big exponents for it. And I don't like it when the light shone on the wrong target.
yeah,
Because the automotive community is deemed as being terrible, and we're like, we're not. We're good people. We're you.
yeah,
You know, the head of police he's right there having a beer on off shift, or you know, what else did we do? We did a really good thing called Operation Think, which was celebrating those that come and get you in the dead of night when it's peeing it down with rain and they don't even know you, but they're dragging you out of a hedge.
wow.
And that was police, low land rescue, first responders, fire, ambulance. Yeah, we did a whole day for them and shone a light on them. Yeah, loads of that.
Yeah, good for you.
It killed the site.
Right.
Is the negative of this.
Okay.
The work at the Hill never reflected on our ability to open up in Derbyshire.
Right.
That was a real problem.
Okay.
But yeah, we lost a lot of money. We had many council meetings, many revisions of architectural drawings, and they still said no.
Really? Wow.
And we tried to play it like really straight. We had open mornings. We welcomed people in. We told them about our business. We told them about employment. We told them about the value of 50, 60 employees in a village is good.
Yeah.
Economically, this is good.
Of course
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
It felt for Derbyshire, and especially that area, it felt like we were the perceived straw that would just break all of it.
Yeah.
Because Matlock Bath is a very vibrant
Oh,
motorbike town, very vibrant. And I think they thought we might just kill it all.
Take over. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got that one cancelled. We very sadly left what would have been called the Knock. And there's the perfect name again.
Oh, yeah.
We sadly left that one behind.
Okay.
And that was our northern adventure curtailed.
Yeah. You never know. Might creep up again.
Yeah. And we're a different beast now.
Yeah.
And again, we're known. We can't hide anymore. Like we tried to hide with the Knockadown, and then we went straight, and it didn't work out. But we're doing it right now, I think.
Yeah. So I bet you can relate quite a lot to Clarkson's farm, all the stuff Jeremy's gone through. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I had a TV show.
Yeah. I think he's got a bit more of a bullish attitude towards it.
I think he also knew it was coming, right? Which is why the TV show worked so well.
Yeah.
He left some really lovely comments on a couple of websites about acknowledging the work that we'd gone through. Like we did our best, and we still do.
Yeah.
There's not much more you can do other than play it straight every single time.
Sure. Yeah. And then you gain the respect of the locals, and then hopefully it just becomes part of the community. And then it's proof in the pudding when you're trying to expand. It worked here. Why can't it work there?
And you'll see forces floating through all day, every day. We're very close to the police forces because I dig them. They're cool. They're doing a great job. They have a nightmare of a job.
Yeah.
Like I empathise entirely.
And everybody just wants to film them now doing their job and hoping that they get things wrong. And
Whereas they come in here, they stop, they wander around, they chat, they make some suggestions.
Yeah.
They don't go near our community. It's really well done.
Yeah.
More of that.
Yeah. Good.
More.
You've built a good community, because you perceive boy racer, car meets chaos, and actually that's not what
they still happen.
Yeah.
I remember Dan and I very, very early on outside the Hill, we were talking to, I won't name them, but big old crew, and I felt like a dad. It was terrible. Because I think I was in my late 30s then, and I'm talking to all these 20-year-olds going like, we've built this for you.
Yeah.
Really simple. I love what you do. I'm a big fan of this community. I was once you. I was once doing silly things. Please don't defecate in your own front yard.
Yeah.
Look after it. And that's where we started to really lean into to don't be a dick.
Yeah.
I remember the Instagram stories back in the day, people just abusing it, really, as you said, and quite simple, banned, don't come back.
Yeah. And that again was brought about with tech. We I make no bones about it because I find it really interesting and I really want to understand it more. But we've been data harvesting for a long time. Every single vehicle that comes through the door is picked up. So it's really interesting to monitor that data, and the power being that if someone is antisocial to a high degree, we know who they are straight away.
Yeah.
And when they reappear, our internal system triggers the marshal to say that person's reappeared, and it's education first time.
Yeah.
And if it happens again, it's.
Do you feel people respect the sites more because of that now? That it's more of an awareness. I shouldn't do that because I want to come back here again.
Yeah, there's certain communities that just don't.
Yeah. Right.
And they're the same. Like you carve a room up, there's going to be 50-50 always. Yeah, I mean, politics tells you that right now at the moment, isn't it? The world is divided half. So it's, half of the room will just go, I don't care, I'm here to send it. But, you can have a scenario on a nice sunny day, busy yard, someone sends it, the entire yard groans.
Right.
So I don't know why he did it.
Yeah. Because he just got the opposite feedback to what he probably thought we were going to get anyway.
And that sentiment of, and I feel bad because I am one, but it's not all men, but it's always a man. Yeah. Always. It's super rare. If I don't think I've ever come across a woman in our scene doing it.
Yeah.
Stop.
No.
Yeah, it's always a dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a challenge.
Yeah. What's the ultimate goal for Caffeine Machine?
I got asked this recently, and I don't know whether it sounded arrogant or not. And as long as I pitched this right, I wanted to create a legacy in the scene as a brand, that we did something good. Yeah, we did something good. We created something that otherwise had never existed before. And it's a safe place for the community to hang out and enjoy themselves. The challenge is avoiding it being seen as a money grab, because it absolutely isn't. There's far easier ways to make money. Yeah. This is like a living, breathing project that was designed to make things better. Yeah. Yeah. And how do you continue to innovate? You've got this working model. Oh, mate. Yeah. I thought that might be. Yeah. Conversation. How do you innovate? Yeah. A lot of sleepless nights, basically. Yeah. Yeah. You've got to stay with it. You've got to you've got to have a touch point to it. And it's really difficult because the scene moves so fast. Like, I'm loving the inner city stuff that's floating around at the moment. I'm loving the mix of street culture with automotive culture. There's a really strong bind there. There's still the legacy kind of retired and radical brigade. That I think they're going to be omnipresent for a long, long time. But I really love the how it's all merging and mixing. Like, when was the last time we saw a Lotus Esprit on airbags and split rims? Like, that kind of stuff's wild. Yeah, it never happened, and all of a sudden it is. And I think it's all spinning out of Japanese culture. So if you're on it, you're on it. Yeah. But you've got to be aware of it. Yeah. And give the, and we're a platform. So I've got to be clever enough to curate stuff that is befitting what's happening. Yeah. Be a pulse check. Yeah. Yeah. And the data is obviously going to help with that. So if you're mad into data, it's only going to help. Yeah. Because you can find the product. Yeah. Yeah. I've got this canny ability to see it. I've got to figure out how I use it, but I can see derivatives and derivations of derivatives. Yeah. I can go that low. Like, I could find your car if you'd entertained. Yeah. Like, I'd find you on color. Yeah. So I'd just look at BMWs, and then I'd look at 3s, and then I'd look at M's, and then I'd find green ones, and I could invite 15 of you down. That kind of thing. That's how we did Make Green Great Again with Luke Gilbertson. It was, we just targeted all the green cars. Sure. Okay. Yeah. So and then all of a sudden we have a green car park. I like that. I like that. Because that was, in fact, another question answered. Yeah. How do you sometimes gather these sort of groups together, if you like? And there you go. Yeah. You subtly invite them to the same party. Yeah. Yeah. We've got something for you. But you've got to tread really carefully, because if you do a load of BMW M3s and then someone turns up in a Ford Escort, they're not going to feel welcome, are they? So you're back to that problem again. Of course you are. Yeah. Quickly back to that problem.
Talkin Shop wouldn't be possible without our title sponsor, Eclipse Diagnostics. Eclipse are the leading suppliers of JAL Test, the #1 heavy-duty vehicle, vessel and machinery multi-brand diagnostic tools. If you're working on cars, trucks, boats or machinery, be assured we have the solution capable of performing all of your OEM and dealer level functionality. Whether you're looking to force a regen, trace a wiring fault, or want to program an ECU, we've got you covered, with manufacturer repair manuals and a dedicated technical support team to keep your fleet moving. Enquire today and quote code Talkin Shop to receive a free cable saver with your diagnostic order, including product training at your premises. Thanks, Eclipse, and back to the podcast.
How do you sort of feel? I mean, I know that competition's competition, but I guess you've sort of laid the base down for what is a successful idea. How do you feel about sort of more people doing this thing now? So there's certain, I won't go through them all, but there are certain venues popping up around the country now, trying to not mirror exactly, but doing the same thing.
Yeah, look, it's a rising tide.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all good for it. I'm a big fan of. Look, every art project within reason it's an assimilation of what you've seen and what you like, and then you've remixed it. I'm down for that. If it's a really clear remix, and this is my heart and soul in this project, and I'm delivering it in my way, and it might just sit in our sector. That's cool. You'll find me in there.
Yeah.
Bike shed, you'll find me in there. Baffle house, you'll find me in there. That kind of thing. Yeah. When it's a clear cut stab across the bow of, when it's a copy.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, like good luck. Go get it. Like if you can make it work, go get it. I'm not going to tell you where the accidents are and where the mistakes are and all of that kind of jazz, because you're going to have to figure it out. But if you're collaborating, like we have wicked conversations with the guys at Baffle. I had chats with George not that long ago about stuff, because it's really interesting to see how they're growing and where they're growing and what they're doing. There's some really good ones out there, like really good ones.
Yeah.
And they will always talk. Look, mate, it happens in every scene.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
All the time.
People
they
want
come,
to
they go.
Assimilate. They want to copy the success. Of course, people are going to look at it and go, "That worked."
And it's a problem for me, right?
Yeah.
But as long as I stay true to what I am.
Yeah.
And I don't miss the boat.
Yeah.
But that's an everyday problem.
Yeah. You so it's and I never really thought about that, but it is a brand. Obviously, you've got the clothing that's really successful. We've got some merch as well from our visits. Yeah. And you came from Jaguar, obviously a heritage. You talked about heritage in the Drive to Success podcast, but you worked at Jag, and I don't know if you have much of an affinity for the Jaguar brand, but how did you feel when? Well, it feels like it was ages ago now, but was it a year ago?
00.
Yeah, when you looked at that and went, whoa.
I think it's badass.
Yeah.
I got a love affair with Jag.
Yeah.
Like first brand that I was probably brought into was Jaguar, and then very quickly Porsche, and then very quickly after that Volkswagen, purely because I couldn't afford a Porsche. Jag's been close to me for a long time. I was very much dipped in green. I was always saddened by their product lineup, always, forever.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, their concept cars were sick.
Yeah.
Like R Coupe, RD6, XK180, all of these cars that were floating around were so cool. That always bummed me. And I worked in the product department for a bit.
Okay.
I got very kindly invited to see concept car about 6 months ago now. Yeah. In a private room. Awe-inspiring. Wild. Yeah. Whether it's anything like the car that goes floating down the road when it's ready. Yeah. God only knows. Yeah. But I'm still close to a couple of the guys that are like the chief program engineer for the project. And he's psyched about it. Yeah. And it's really interesting when you meet engineers that are part of the development of a product and they are psyched. You've got a good car coming. So yeah, I hold hope for that product.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's not going to be as affordable as other Jags were, I don't think. No. I think in my head it's going to be Bentley money. Yeah. But yeah, when you in context, when you see it's like that Countach, right? In context is where it's special. Yeah. And I think there's a video of that car floating through the centre of Paris, and it just looks nuts. Yeah. So I'm down for that.
Is it as big as it looks?
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
It's
okay.
Huge. Yeah. I've got some good photos of it. It's vast.
Yeah. Oh, the road's really small, or that car's really big. Yeah.
Yeah. It's vast. It's Spectre size big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow. Which is huge.
Huge car. Yeah. There was a few years ago. It was a long time ago. I want to say like 10 years ago when they made like a project supercar. I can't remember what it was, and they never released it. I don't know why, but it was absolutely stunning. And then
CX-75.
Yeah. And yes, that's exactly what it is. And everybody took influence. All the other manufacturers took influence that, put that into their sports cars, supercars.
Yeah, there was all
What a
sorts of
shame.
interesting vibrations back then because I think, it came as the Triumphant, wasn't it? CX-75 was like going to be part of the 4, and it was CX-75, LaFerrari 918, and P1.
Yeah.
They were the 4 that were coming. And yeah, when they dropped CX-75, it had a compound charged 1.6 litre 4-cylinder engine in it, built by Williams. Like 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah, wow.
Revved to 10,500 RPM or something silly. It was 90% ready.
Yeah.
And who did I talk to? A couple of super well-respected journos had driven that car a week before they'd driven 918 for the first time. And the feedback was the Jag was better.
Wow.
But then the project got killed, yeah.
What
Because
could
they were
have
super
been?
nervous about XJ220, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they were. Someone somewhere was like, this won't sell.
Yeah. No, it definitely would
Yeah, well,
have,
Porsche
surely.
struggled to sell 918 918s.
Oh,
It was
wow,
hard
okay.
work.
Ah, right.
Yeah, they roadshowed that thing
Yeah.
around the world like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think McLaren sold out very fast and
Yeah.
Ferrari just sells out. But yeah, Jag might have been caught upside down on that car, which is more than likely why they said no.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you say, it's got a lot to keep up with it, with its heritage there. It's got a lot to...
Yeah.
Ian's redeveloped one, hasn't he? A Callum design. So there's one that's out there now.
Oh,
green
right.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, finished.
Oh, I'll have to have a look at that.
Oh, wow, I didn't
Yeah,
know
just
that.
with a different drivetrain.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely have to look at that. Yeah, I do like Jags. I
love big saloon cars.
Yeah.
My granddad used to have like early 300s and 308s and Daimlers,
Yeah.
and he loved his big saloon cars, gangster cars.
They're going to
Yeah.
say it's the bad. It's always the baddie car, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the movie,
And that's why I
Yeah.
drive a Gen 1 CLS Mercedes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because strangely enough, it was a Jag that Jag
Yeah.
never built in my eyes.
Yeah.
Like, that thing is ace.
Yeah.
Just great big swoopy. Looks like it's already had a roof chop.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get that.
My dad had one a few years ago. It would have been a few years because I'd have only been driving for like 2 or 3 years. And he got me insured on it for one night. And it was absolutely mint. It was like perfect. I think it would have been about 50. It was like 2006. And this would have been, it's like 2020. And I took it out like, yeah, I'll get you insured. You go and drive it, take Ellie out or whatever. And the wing mirror fell off and he sold it. He was like, no, I just can't be dealing with it. If it's going to start to, I can't. It's
gonna start to fall apart.
Yeah, it's going to start to fall apart. But it was
fell off or you hit it off?
No, I actually,
okay,
for
right,
this
okay.
this one time, it wasn't my fault.
Do you believe the door mirror just fell off?
Yeah, it
Happens
did.
when you clip something.
Genuinely though, 9 times out of 10 you'd be right, but no, this time it just fell off.
Okay, it just fell
Yeah.
off. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was about Jag,
yeah.
other than the gangster saloon
Yeah.
car thing.
No, I think they're cool. I think they're cool.
Yeah, they are. I mean,
What's their new demographic? What do you think their new?
Yeah, you can see what they're stabbing at.
Yeah,
I think that advert, albeit super controversial, told you where they were gunning. It's a world that's never been catered to before. So yeah, that kind of very aware, very economically savvy, stylish world.
yeah,
Jerry McGovern's a clever sausage insofar as he's done it with Range Rover. He's
Okay.
done it with Defender.
yeah,
You'll see it happen with Jag. He'll find the market for sure. It's just whether the products they can sell enough, I suppose.
yeah. Ultimately, that's
Yeah.
the
Now, what is
the
it? I think
goal.
it's still 18 months out.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you look at someone now that's sort of later F types. I mean, they're fantastic value for
And
money
they're
now.
so pretty.
Yeah.
They're so pretty.
It hasn't aged. You look at 2014, 15 F type. It looks like it was come out yesterday.
It's because Ian knows how to draw a car and his team.
Yeah.
Like Ian's a bit of a hero when it comes to the products that he's created over the years.
Absolutely. It
Both
speaks,
him and Julian Thompson. Yeah.
yeah, speaks wonders. Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, just changing the subject ever so slightly there, back to C&M. But so you sort of mentioned earlier, from the start, you always had like a restaurant part of it. Has that sort of expanded over the years? And I suppose going into it, what was it like then trying to cater for as many people that were coming into the venue?
Yeah, it was tough. And it was based
Yeah.
on road trip food, and it still is.
Yeah.
It's based on these silly adventures that I go on that you'll see photographed around the buildings.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's
it's go get lost, meet someone new, eat in a restaurant you've never eaten before. It's like that Anthony Bourdain model, isn't it? Find a dive bar, drink with a stranger. I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Myself and Laura. And yeah, we just tried to bring inspiration back. The first menus were let's just go Tex-Mex. Super simple.
Yeah.
Because we had no idea what we were doing. It's a different ball game now. So yeah, we have a part-time exec chef. We've worked with a company in London that listened and understood the brand and helped us deliver a menu that is we could deliver. And it didn't kill us on wastage and shrinkage and all that sort of stuff. It became real. It became really real. And you tackle a lot of questions of people just saying, stick a food truck in the yard. And it was like, I would, but then I couldn't pay the rent.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Food trucks are great, but that's another business.
Yeah, it sure is.
It's like, well, buy a food truck. 50, 60, 70.
Yeah.
If you want a really good one, 100. They're stingy expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So the menu is critical. The food and drink offering's critical. It's all critical, but it's hard.
Yeah. I can imagine. And you've got to sort of accommodate a lot of people's sort of
dietary requirements and specialisms and gluten-free this.
Exactly.
And I'm down for that because I'm slightly wobbly in the belly area anyway. And it was supposed to be funky, fresh, vibrant, and catered to those that were paleo to gluten. That's kind of where I stabbed it in the concept.
Yeah.
Because I was experiencing some interesting places when I was traveling, but there was also some really nice places in Dubai run by an Australian guy and a Spanish guy. And they had some amazing little restaurants, and it was like, a bit of that mixed in with a car community, and you've got an interesting thing. Still learn every day. I don't know what the next move would be when it comes to food. I'd like to split outside and inside.
Okay.
Like I know that we as petrol heads like to walk around and go, ooh, but holding something.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like the pasty model, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, is there something there? Can you do something inside that's different? Can you split it out when it gets to evening different? You're back to the moving on question, aren't you? Like, how many more things can you develop to make it?
Yeah. I suppose leading on from that, talk about businesses on site, really. I always remember, again, talking probably early days, actually, you had Ben from String Theory on site, didn't you? Yeah. Met him a few times, actually, had bits and pieces done. But was it just for him? He just wanted to sort of just expand, move on, do his own thing, or
back to this?
Yeah.
He wasn't in a good place. I don't think he could get out of bed at the time.
Right.
Suffering with depression.
Yeah.
Super talented young guy. I met him through Al Clark and Phil Morrison off of Driftworks, and Al's quite a well-respected film director. And he's like, I've got an idea. And I was like, well, I've got a shed. So let's do this. So we gave him 2 years free rent. We fixed the building up. He put his branding on it. We hooked him up with Jura, with Dominic Wishlade, and String Theory began.
Yeah.
And he was literally doing vehicle alignment and setup using drop guides and string.
Yeah.
And he very quickly got a run. I remember listening to him having a conversation with Matt Becker. Like, Ben knows his stuff.
Oh, he does.
Inside and out.
Yeah.
And String Theory's gone on and developed twice. He left during lockdown. Might have had a proactive, you need to go. I think he had 16 cars outside the workshop during lockdown and just himself.
Right.
And it's like, that's your signal, Ben. Like,
this is working. You got to do it.
So I think he's expanded twice.
Wow. Yeah. Really.
Subsequently, he's still in Stratford upon Avon.
Oh, is he still local?
Yeah. Specialising in GR Yaris and GT4 RSs and GT3 RSs and still same world.
Terrible speciality.
He's just all about making cars go fast and making them work. Because the little orange thing that you saw outside, albeit it's laminated and on the floor, it's been corner weighted and aligned, and Ben made it work. Hence, it drives so nice, even though it looks compromised.
Really, it's just it's always it's an art in itself, isn't it?
Drive.
Yeah.
There's videos of him online.
Well, I've experienced it.
Engage Bonbon. Yeah, the guy can drift and skid around and quick around the ring, and he knows his stuff.
Speed demon.
Yeah, I mean, I love it when you meet someone who is as embroiled and as impassioned with the world that they're working on as you are.
Yeah.
That's rare.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was support.
Yeah.
Like, what else can we do? How can we help? How can I push people in front of the right other people? Photographers that used to hang on the wall, for instance, artists that used to hang on the wall. Pay it forward, always.
Exactly. Obviously, coming back to the I Love You Man thing, obviously it must feel good for you having known you're helping people out there, talking and just bit of a feel good, really.
I needed to be shown it.
Yeah. Okay.
I needed to be shown it.
Yeah.
Laura was a big push in that realm. Because the first I Love You Man was super off the cuff. I think we dragged a sofa up onto the hill and just started talking one evening. Yeah. And it's become a program, and then it became governance. Yeah.
It's important. We're in a world now where it's never been so talked about, never been so high.
I'm super alternative to you guys though.
Really?
'Cause I don't record it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
It's just a live event.
I've never recorded it. Yeah.
Really?
And it's almost now at a point where I feel like I can't record it.
Right. Okay.
So I have to do like the After Dark show or something, like
Yeah.
record the drive home and
Yeah.
talk about how they felt after the event.
Sure.
But yeah, it's been unscripted, unrecorded. We've raised over 50 grand for charity
Wow.
since we did it. And it's climbing. Like I think we should make an I Love You Man Foundation. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Fair.
You had Matt Armstrong in for one of them, didn't you?
Yeah, Matt was Matt crazily, and I don't know how this happened. He triggered the biggest waiting list for tickets that we've had in the history of the brand.
Yeah.
And it was a bloody I Love You Man night on a
Yeah.
Monday. We're not talking like a busy Saturday afternoon.
No.
This was a Monday. That was interesting. Yeah, I had a 2.5 hour live chat in the sunshine with people about Matt. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Interesting kid. I got a lot of time.
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
I for what he's done, is amazing, really. Yeah. From where he started from to where he's took it, the channel now.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was the first one that I did research for.
was it really?
Yeah, I sat and watched one of his videos and I made a load of notes. And
Yeah.
I spoke to a couple of people anecdotally about it, made a few notes, and then sat down with my book ready and closed it. And was just like, Matt, tell me about Matt. I want to know Matt. It was an interesting night. But we've had some great ones. Dr. Andy Palmer, 3 days after he got sacked by Lawrence Stroll.
Oh wow.
That was a good one.
Okay. Yeah.
First C-suite director on the sofa.
Yeah.
George North from Baffle House. That was cool. Like weight of the nation on your shoulders kind of approach.
Yeah.
Like when you run out on the pitch and you are carrying Wales, how does that make you feel? Magnus Walker, who's behind you there. Porsche people know Magnus. A lot of people know Magnus for the work he did in fashion, but like, if you don't know Magnus, interesting guy.
What did he do for Porsche then?
He became like the de facto outlaw Porsche guy.
Oh,
so
cool.
the first, like the big Porsche hot rod dude.
Yeah.
But he's a fashion guy. Made a lot of money in a clothing line called Serious Clothing. But he's got like a collection of 50, 60 of them.
Yeah.
In a big red brick building in downtown LA.
Yeah. But the guy you were talking about a second ago, I forget his name, sorry, had some interesting stories about Lawrence Stroll as well.
Dr. Andy Palmer. Yeah, that must have been a real challenge. He was a guy that was very open about suffering, depression, controlling drugs, leaving a trail of devastation behind you when your ultimate goal is to be chairman of an automotive group. Like he was on it. He developed the Nissan Leaf as his dissertation.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Dr. Andy Palmer's
Impressive
an
guy.
interesting guy.
Yeah.
And he's out of state school, Kyneton,
Yeah.
like my local school, just around the corner from the hill.
Yeah.
He didn't have an axe to grind. He was just brutal,
Yeah.
like C-suite director.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah. I can't remember what I was watching, but they were talking about when Lawrence Stroll turns up to the headquarters in his helicopter. Like everyone's just head down. Work.
Fix up, look sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm totally down for that culture, but
Yeah.
I like the level of respect that everyone gives him.
Yeah.
Because he's not asked for it.
No.
He wears it.
Oh
doesn't he?
yeah. Oh yeah. He seems like a really scary kind of guy, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, I Love You Man will continue to grow. I need to develop it more. I think that's something that needs a follow on.
Yeah.
Because it's been 4 or 5 years now of this kind of secret thing.
Yeah.
I think it needs a bit more push.
Yeah. Well, but that's a good reason to record it, I suppose, is actually to make more awareness on it. So it hasn't needed it. You're already selling loads of tickets. It's for a great cause.
Yeah.
But then also it's like a non-selfish way of, you're not monetizing that. It's, it's a charitable thing.
Yeah, everything for that night. All proceeds for the night.
Yeah.
Full stop. The issue is getting the right guest.
Yeah.
Because it's for every 10 you phone, you get 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys go through the same thing. But when your target conversation is around opening up,
Not everyone wants to.
not everyone wants to play that.
Yeah.
Cal Nicholas was very good, the F1 Red Bull mechanic, because we talked about Jules Bianchi. He was rear end mechanic when Jules Bianchi passed away. He was very open about it.
Yeah.
Some have been superb. Some just didn't go there.
Right.
Like, no matter how I pressed, they wouldn't answer it.
Yeah.
Which, you've got to talk about these things.
You do.
Yeah. I think
do.
I'm one that believes, I think people need to talk more about their feelings.
Well, it's a shared story, right?
Yeah. And you've got to be delicate. I appreciate that as well. But, talking makes it all
Yeah,
better.
everyone is someone something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it will always be difficult because men are notoriously bad at it, which is why we untapped it and took it non-gendered, and we started inviting women in. Like, they know how to express.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good conversations, but less people turn up.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What less people turn up because
It's a balance, right? If you're raising money for charity and you're raising awareness,
yeah,
it's a really slippy, incentivized slope to go to someone that might not have mental health issues,
okay,
but might be white and wealthy.
right, okay, yeah,
Whereas if you want to find someone that's culturally on the fringe, culturally different, looks different to you, can teach you, no one will turn up.
yeah,
Yeah, and they're the nights where you end up forgetting that there's anyone there, and you just have this wonderful conversation with someone that's got so much to give.
yeah.
And it should be heard more, sort of thing, really.
Yeah. And there's Drive to Survive has helped with that, but it's shown just how volatile. If you talk about mental health, they all need therapists just to be in that sport sometimes. Like, wow, it's crazy what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's brutal. And I don't know whether any of them have got counsellors, or maybe they do.
Yeah. They should do, especially if you're a team principal as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how they sleep at night.
No, but that's the difficulty with being at the top.
Yeah, and they've all got daggers to each other, haven't they? Any slight advantage. And there was this thing of, did George and Toto Wolff, were they playing a game there? You know what I'm going to reference? Like this whole
anything
George
to disturb
was speaking to Max. That 100% for me, that was just purely to create tension within the Red Bull. It was genius, really.
PR
if it was true.
Yeah. They all do it. Every company does it.
Yeah.
At some level, they're all doing it.
Yeah. Dog eat dog environment.
Yeah, hyper competitive.
Yeah.
And if your competitiveness is predicated on making someone else wobble, like, make them wobble.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. You've done a few Formula One nights events here, haven't you? Yeah.
We've
watch
done.
alongs.
We've had some interesting ones. The first one we did was to raise money for dementia, and we did that with Sir Jackie Stewart at the Hill.
Wow,
that was a banging day. And he got some heavyweight cars down.
Yeah.
Like we had Jensen's championship winning Brawn. We had Lewis's championship winning Merc.
You didn't drive them in, obviously. No, the noise. Yeah,
I did get to sit in it though, which was quite exciting.
Cool.
We had some cool cars came down, and a bunch of the kind of private owners all chipped in to do that.
Wow.
And then we did a weekend with Alpine. Fernando Alonso welcomed everybody and said hello and welcome to Caffeine Machine, which was nuts.
Is there a guest you are most, like a hero you've had in the automotive world?
All of them.
Okay, yeah. You haven't got like one particular, you were like, this guy was my hero and now he's at my establishment.
Yeah, I've had a few of them. Steve Cropley.
Yeah, okay.
Automotive journalist.
Yeah.
Sends me messages. He's an iMessage guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve. Quentin Wilson.
Yeah.
Like Q is ace. I've got all the time in the world for Q. And then just random ones like Johnny Herbert, JK. Who's some of them? Like the biggest one that made me kind of just go super soft was Carl Cox.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like pinch yourself, sort of like,
like
am I actually doing
biggest
this?
House DJs has just walked into my place. Like, okay,
yeah.
And I fell over for him. And then there's other ones that are just customers who've become friends that might live in different countries, who I just had an opportunity to catch a flat white and a chat with.
Yeah,
they're the really important ones for me. Everyone's a cog in the machine. It just depends how big your cog is.
Yeah, it's like a humbling moment when you've got people like that turning up for a charitable event or like an I Love You Man event. Amazing.
Yeah, and some of the ones that you see that you don't go and break into.
Yeah.
Like Nick Mason.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to go and disturb him.
No.
Like he was there because he wanted to enjoy Caffeine Machine. Same with Matt Armstrong.
Yeah.
Like, I think Matt sees C&M as a bit of a safe space. Like he can come at 2:00 in the afternoon, have a burger, and no one bothers him.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Like no one comes near him.
That's good.
And there's something about that I've tried to I've never lauded anyone. You'll never see faces of famous people. We never laud anyone online because we're all the same. We're all in this community. Mm-hmm. Just because you drive a £60 million Ferrari doesn't make you any better.
No.
Yeah. No, I like that ethos, because you are right. All the art is just that. It's art. There isn't a look. We had Jackie Stewart at the Caffeine Machine.
But they wanted it. The community
Yeah.
wanted it
Yeah.
at the beginning. They were like, "Why don't you have a Polaroid wall of famous
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that walk through the yard?" And it was like, "Well, the whole building would be full of Polaroids because I
Yeah.
need to shoot you too,
Yeah,
because you're equally as cool
Yeah.
as that person." But yeah, celebrity culture is a weird one.
Yeah.
And I try and not celebrate it.
yeah,
You're part of it. Welcome.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
meet this guy.
No, yeah, good for you.
It's
Yeah,
a really nice,
good for you.
angle to look at it. So yeah, no, and to be honest, people become a community when they're here as well. To be honest, people you've never met before, you're talking to, and you'll become.
Yeah, look, they all appear as strap lines, and maybe I'm just that guy. But yeah, come meet a stranger that becomes a friend. Really simple. Like-minded people.
Yeah.
You never know.
I remember once actually, I was just had that car, and parked in. He saw me around to one of in the hill. You've got like the plinths on the grass. Some bright spot decided to park directly behind me,
cheers.
which is great. Yeah, fantastic. And okay, so I've got to make an effort to try and get out of here, otherwise I'll be here all night. And then it's amazing within those sort of 30 seconds how many people are over with you, seeing you out, watching you out, and stuff. And I feel like anywhere else that probably wouldn't happen. It's because you share a love for.
Yeah, that takes years of curation, doesn't it? Yeah, it doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been part of it. Help people. Be nice. Don't ostracize. Don't character assassinate. Why would you?
Yeah,
I'm not here to pick on what you're wearing. Why would I comment on your car?
Mm.
If you want to have a pink car with green wheels,
you do that.
You do that.
you knock yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you were going to go for.
Well, I'm pleased I didn't now.
Yeah.
Green car, pink wheels.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a manifesto on the wall, and it was something along the lines of, "I don't care how you express yourself as long as you do it with passion."
Yeah.
We're not the scene. We are the scene. We're one beautiful big gestalt, which is basically a mush.
Yeah.
Like, we're a mush.
Yeah.
And you've got to keep it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I like that it's not who can turn up in the best car. Yeah.
Oh, mate, there's always a sharper knife.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how, like, what's the best one we've had? 600 LT rolls in.
Wow.
Everybody's all over it.
Yeah.
All over it. Mm-hmm. Ferrari F40 rolls in.
Yeah.
Everyone goes,
oh wow.
And they pivot that way.
Yeah.
288 GTO comes in behind it.
Yeah.
Everyone's over there. DB4 Zagato. Kills them all off.
Yeah.
Like, done. 15 million quid car just rolls in. So yeah, no matter how sharp your knife is, you're going to be outgunned.
Yeah.
And it's the cool stuff that really stands out.
Yeah.
Like, really stands out.
Yeah. What's the favorite car that's rolled in for you? What's like
Me personally?
Yeah.
Some local guy's got a 32 Ford with a D-type engine in it.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, proper hot rod.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we've had some I just like the odd ones or the characters. Well, I feel like there's a young lad, Matthew, that comes in. He's got an Audi 80. I think it's an Audi 80. Or it might be an Audi 100. Late 70s, early 80s. Mustard yellow with green leather interior.
Oh wow.
And he's a big exponent for the Gay Classic Car Club. It's his first car. It's like, you chose that?
Yeah.
Like, that's cool. Yeah, I'm all down for that. And then, guy turns up in brand new Koenigsegg Jesko. Like, it works for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, oddballs, always. Always. A Hillman Imp with a Hayabusa engine in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something in left field.
Yeah. I mean, what does your personal garage look like then? Because you must get some inspiration from the things that come in here.
Different.
Yeah,
it went big. Yeah, back in the day when my father and I were super embroiled in it. Mm-hmm. I've trimmed it all the way out now. I've got a 57 oval Bug, a 68 912, and my daily driver is a 2005 CLS 500. Mm-hmm. I'm not in the chase for new stuff.
No.
Well, I love my CLS. It's everything I want from a big barge.
Yeah,
slammed on massive wheels with straight pipes. It's great.
Yeah.
And yeah, Laura, my other half's got a Gen 1 Audi TT. But yeah, I've had some heavyweight stuff. Mm-hmm. Like big heavyweight stuff. I had an XJ220.
Yeah.
Wow. And that was a thing. Did 26,000 kilometers in that. Drove it a lot over a 10-year period.
With no issues. No. Wow.
No.
Yeah.
Had turbo gaskets occasionally. They were 600 quid a go. because it didn't have the tech to cool
Yeah.
the turbos down, so you had to leave it ticking over for a bit. And if it got hot, it got really hot,
Yeah.
like glowing. Everything
Yeah.
was inside the engine bay could glow.
Do you like that then when cars have got a little bit of a quirk, a little bit of a
Yeah, our 220 was
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
and utterly flawed. Yeah, but nuts. 911 is intrinsically flawed.
yeah,
Yeah, I like cars that are quirky, that have got a character that stand out that you don't see that often. I think that's what makes it special when you're part of a crowd that, like I remember being in a McLaren P1 in Dubai, a bright orange one, and the guy was so psyched about it. And we stopped at a traffic light and there was a dude opposite in exactly the same car. And he was telling me about how it was like this custom papaya paint. It's like, what, like that one?
brilliant.
Yeah, it even happens in that world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was in Dubai.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We're in a world now where every new car has got every single safety
Yeah.
system going, and they go wrong. And you know what? Actually, the older stuff is now becoming more appealing to people. You know,
Yeah, I was having a chat with a guy the other day who had a latest gen GT3 RS winged thing. Looks like a spaceship.
Yeah.
And he was just getting really excited about my tiny little narrow body, 90 horsepower. I'm like, it's everything I need.
Yeah.
Like, I can go flat out, wringing its neck and go, I'm doing 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You can have too much power. I'm going to say it. You can.
Yeah.
You know, as I've got a little bit older, I've realised that too. Actually, having 1,000 horsepower is cool to say I've got 1,000 horsepower, but can you use it
That thing
anywhere?
outside's got 70 horsepower.
Yeah.
700 kilos, 70 horsepower.
Yeah.
More than enough.
Yeah. And you can use every single one of them.
Yeah, all the time. And I'm not hunting an overtake because I know I can't do it.
Yeah.
So you end up backing away and you run a safe distance and you're enjoying the drive and you're seeing things and you're going, oh my God, there's a cafe there that I hadn't even ever noticed before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you got your head down and you're charging, you miss these things.
Of course you
Yeah.
do. But like places like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, I totally understand that. But obviously, as it's evolved as well, you've started with merch and stuff. Is that obviously that is quite a popular thing? Is that what made you want to do merch originally? Was it just to sort of
Oh, mate, right at the beginning, it was just how many revenue streams can we stack in to make this thing work? Yeah, I think it's pivoted more now. It's gone from merchandise line to my desire to have an apparel line. But I don't think the driver's market's ever been catered to properly.
Yeah.
In my way, just to justify that. I think there's technical materials that I'd really like to bring into play that haven't been used that are very relevant to automotive and racing and all that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
But that takes a ton of money, man.
Yeah.
Like, who knew?
Wear your old tyre.
Like, who knew? Yeah, well, like, I was with Mark at Cobra Seats recently, and he was showing me this amazing material that keeps you cool but also keeps you warm.
Yeah.
And it's a military thing.
Yeah.
And it's paraffin in these tiny little. Like, how do you integrate that into clothing? How do you bring Nomex into the back of a hoodie? Yeah, because you've got relevance to the fact that it's a Nomex race suit. So yeah, that I'd love to do. Inspired by adventure. Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah,
but yeah, in the meantime, it's a line item that is additive, and you see people wearing it a lot. It's really lovely. Like Jack and I shot Goodwood Festival of Speed recently, and we didn't shoot anything that was at Goodwood. We just shot people wearing C&M clothing.
Wow, right, okay.
And that became a really lovely project, just to go walking around finding people, and say hello and say thank you.
Yeah,
I thought that was really cool.
Something you've done there, yeah. Wow.
And then I realised I could just take 10 years of archive photos from Goodwood. And
true. Yeah. A question that we sort of always ask, really, but what's the future for C&M? Where's it going? Is it going to remain?
Oh, mate, I've still got deep rooted desires to do an offshore version. Like, the original concept was supposed to have one in each country that I had a love affair with. So, like, I wanted one in Kowloon in Hong Kong. I wanted one in Tokyo. I wanted one in Perth in Western Australia, Cape Town, Biarritz, San Diego, Seattle, Denver.
All these cool locations.
It's kind of where my brain was at.
Yeah.
And then that's really dreamy.
Yeah.
And then realization struck. And yeah, the domestic play was the really obvious one, because if you put a geographical barrier in, it becomes really difficult.
Yeah.
I would adore to take this to a different culture.
Okay.
Whether I ever make it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whether I ever make it, I don't know. Caffeine and Marine could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all sorts of connotations to play around with.
Yeah.
A big event would be cool.
Yeah.
Like a proper annual festival. I think there's a space there.
Yeah.
But the minute I do that, it would have to be big enough to afford me to shut all the sites that might be trading near it.
Yeah.
Or run it super skeleton. But I'd want to invite everyone that works to the festival. So,
yeah.
YouTube. I think there's a documentary side to this that needs to come out. It's my background, so I'd love to develop it. Like proper storytelling, books, that kind of stuff. Yeah,
sure. There's a lot untold, if you like.
Coffee.
Yeah. Coffee's burbling in the background right now. So we're going through a phase of actually realizing that we can sell our own things. So we develop our own lager. I'm staring at it now. We've got our own coffee.
What's the lager called? Is it just Caffeine Machine?
No, I went right down the middle.
Okay, go on.
Lager.
I like
you can't forget
lager by lager.
You can't forget it.
Lager. Yeah, it's right there in front of you. All the way down to like menu books.
Wow.
Like you could do like cook our stuff at home. Yeah, there's so many brand flexes that you could deliver. It's always about which ones are beneficial and which ones can you actually deliver.
Sure. Yeah.
Like legit, which can you deliver? Because we're still a tiny team, really. There's a lot of people involved, but in a central team, there's 5 of us.
Yeah, really.
And that's finance function, MD, HR, business strategy.
Wow.
Something like 5 of us, isn't there?
Yeah.
And I still run the social media. But that's how tight it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, no, hats off to you, really, because you're keeping it real. You're sort of watching it unfold between you. The same people that I assume set up the Hill originally.
No, it's transformed. So we took on a managing director about a year ago, a gentleman called Colin. Like someone proper who knew what they were doing at the table. So Colin is steering it. And he has his first line, of which I'm part of. It's his platform to smash now, like nail it in the manner that we all know it needs to be done, so that the brand can develop in the manner that it needs to.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I guess we do always ask this question as well, but what does success look like to you?
Freedom to enjoy life. We get wrapped up in too much stuff, don't we? And money doesn't buy. It's so cliche. Money doesn't buy memories. And then someone went, "Well, you've got to have money to get to where you want to go to have a memory." Travel, adventure. Success for me is the ability to do that.
Yeah.
But then it's untethering it. Yeah, for me, that's quite a selfish answer, isn't it?
No, absolutely. But what you're doing is to enjoy your life, and it passed down to, I guess. Yeah,
or flex the business to enable it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the next stage might look like. I look closely at other businesses that have got founders that are still there, that are doing it. Finisterre is a really interesting one if you look at what the founder of Finisterre is doing now. Dutch and Vicky at Bike Shed, they're probably under slightly different circumstances. Yeah, you could get lost in just living to work.
Yeah.
Rather than working to live.
Yeah.
So my success is the ability to balance that
absolutely
as best I can.
Yeah.
Without losing love affair with what I built it for.
Yeah. No, really good answer. Yeah. Really good answer. Because I think, as you say, a lot of people are on that hamster wheel of, as I say, living to work. You've got to make, which I understand, you've got to make bills pay. You've got to do this. You've got to do that to live. But at what point do you go, actually, what am I doing it for?
Digital gratification and doom scrolling and go somewhere completely random. Yeah, like I whenever anyone asks, like I did 2 weird trips this year to countries that otherwise people probably would completely avoid. I can't recommend them enough. Like 2 weeks in Pakistan, like wow,
really,
what a place.
Yeah,
and then 2 weeks in Cuba.
Okay.
It was cheaper to go to Cuba than it was to go to Mallorca.
Wow.
Like, go to Cuba.
Really?
Like, crazy. And go and experience things that are completely out of your comfort zone. Go and disturb your soul. Yeah. Because it rounds you. Don't get trapped on the wheel of obvious.
Yeah. Really, different, interesting way to put it. Yeah.
Finally as well, is there a fear or a danger of, as Caffeine Machine grows and becomes a monster, you lose that community soul? You worry about that?
Massive concern.
Okay.
Huge concern. You can see it as a template that's happened, right? It's predicated on hiring the right people and having the right people to help nudge you in the right direction.
Yeah.
You know, yes, I bless and block the brand, but the community bless and blocks me.
Yeah.
So if you listen, they'll tell you where you're doing it right and doing it wrong. If you've got the right people, it organically grows. So yeah, culture is where that answer I think is founded. So yeah, if you spend enough time ensuring that the team get what you're about, understand your, like I've got a very distinct brand house. It's really simple. It's conversation, inclusion, community, and adventure. Adventure's down to the brand. So if we're not doing conversation, community, and inclusion, we're missing straight away, and that's when the community dies. So these guys need to be conscious of that all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bigger it gets, the weirder it gets. You put a geographical barrier in play, it gets different again.
Yeah.
You put a culture in place, it's different again. You know, if we were in Dubai, this would be being run by Filipinos and Indians and Sri Lankans and Bangladeshi people. It'd be very different. It'd be way cool.
Yeah. But because of your background, obviously grew up, you spent a lot of time in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
You've spent obviously a lot of time in the UAE.
Yeah.
Would you not sort of like, would that not be the natural step? And obviously if that's where
the
you...
city's madness.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's madness. I would love to. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to. I've already dreamt about it. Like a desert entrance, a road entrance, an internal courtyard.
Yeah.
It would be a completely different proposition.
You could have 18 karat gold coffee cups.
There you go.
They turn up for that.
And it's Karak and like, all that kind of stuff.
The future.
Yeah, the future and shawarma, Karak and shawarma. Like, culturally they would have to ebb and flow. And that original kind of concept years ago was, you know, what would the one in Saudi look like?
Oh gosh,
because it would be completely different.
Yeah.
You know, back when we were conceptualizing it, it would have to have had a female section and a male section and a family section.
Yeah, wow.
Now it's different, but back then it was that was what I was staring at.
Yeah.
Look, there are businesses out there that have successfully rolled out into different continents whilst they've kept their soul. Deus is a really good one.
Yeah.
It's a different ball game now, but you know, they had a Bali version, they had a Venice Beach version, Milan, Camperdown on Bondi Beach, and they all felt completely different.
Yeah.
Soho does it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Soho Group, you know, it might be a club and it might be expensive to get into, but when you're in it, Farmhouse is different to Portland Street, is different to this, is different to that.
But you all have that, you have that automotive concept for everyone to relate to. So you still have that sort of to carry over to a different culture.
Yes.
You might have to tweak it
it's
a lot,
not that dissimilar.
Yeah.
You'd be really surprised if I took you to downtown Amman and we walked around Jordan, you'd be like, Christ, Phil, this is like, it feels like the UK car scene.
Yeah.
Because we're all the same.
Yeah.
And the products don't change.
Yeah.
You just find that they all love Evos or Imprezas because they love hill climbing.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it's predicated on location. It's the car. I go to Thailand, it's all pickup trucks.
Yeah.
Or vans.
Yeah.
You see them in different areas.
Yeah. I like it.
Did I answer the question? Probably not.
No, you did. You did.
You did. No, absolutely you did. Yeah.
I like this one. I've only ever been to the hill and now the bowl, so I like this one. I like the location. I like the
when we walked into this place, I was like, wowzers trousers, because it doesn't look anything like it does inside as it looks outside. It's super TARDIS-y.
Yeah.
Which might be why it's blue.
That's where it's come from.
Yeah, it's our kitchen.
Yeah.
All the colours of the buildings are in my house.
Oh, really? Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then green is green, and we opened on St. Patrick's Day because we painted it green. So the hut's green.
Yeah.
Hence St. Patrick's Day opening.
So they all had a story.
Kinda. I've just never told it.
No, there you go.
I feel like I spent too long working at Jag. They were terrible at not telling their own story.
Yeah. Sure.
First brand to ever put disc brakes on a car, didn't tell anyone.
Yeah. Is there you worked in the product department? Is there I wish you did that?
I got a lot of fluidity when I was at that stage because it was it was product in the UAE late 2000s. Engineering to order was the department at the time. It's subsequently become SV.
Yeah.
And I think it was SVR before. It's now become special vehicles. But back then it was so flexible. Like we threw ideas back at Central and they went, well, if you can do it, do it.
Oh, wow.
We launched HST body kit on Range Rover Sport.
Yep.
We did black packs on cars before black packs were a thing. We did Greg Norman special edition with Range Rover Sport for the Fire and Earth golf course. We got away with all sorts. And then all of a sudden, like curb impact tests because we were like, we're going to put 22-inch wheels on every car that comes through the showroom, and that's when stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like, well, we've got a full panoramic glass roof, and we've not tested curb impact on 22-inch wheels. So if someone impacts a curb, the roof's going to shatter. So all of a sudden, we pressed too many boundaries.
Okay.
By which time I left that job and gone more onto the creative side. But we did some fun stuff. Is there anything I would have done? Louder exhausts.
Okay. Yeah.
I was a big exponent for our product at the time having slightly different body panels.
Yeah.
Again, it's a template that's proven, right?
Yeah.
320 diesel should not look like an M3.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Whereas an XFR looked like an XF diesel.
Yeah.
In actual fact, the XF diesel was quicker at top end because it didn't have a restrictor on it.
Yeah.
So if you were on an Autobahn and you were in an XFR, someone in an XF 2.7 diesel would come sailing past
Yeah. Yeah.
because there was no limiter.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like the F-Type though. The exhaust noise, they nailed that car.
On the latter generation
nailed
cars,
it,
yeah.
The noise on the Top Gear, I'll never forget it. And when
Supercharger whine.
Yeah. Oh.
Pre-emissions.
Yeah.
GPF.
Yeah.
When they got rid of all that
2014.
supercharger whine, it got muted down, and they used to be loud. Like S-Type R was loud.
Yeah.
X308 with a supercharger on it was loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, within the confines of what I was allowed to play with, I
Yeah.
think I got away with quite a lot.
No, yeah. Wow.
It was just using dealer body shops, really. That's all we were doing. It was like, how can we make 10 cars that look the same
Yeah.
and sell them? We got a load of stock white XKRs. It's like, well, can we put a lower lip kit on it?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah. And can we put black wheels on it? Like, yeah. And can we change the head wrap? Yep. So we got nods left, right, and centre to sell 15.
Yeah.
Because that was 15 wholesales out the door. Tick. Move on to next month.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
I see.
loads of like Mazda back in the day with their MX-5 special editions when they were in like Gen 2. There'd be a special edition like every week.
Yeah.
Because they were just forcing people to buy cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. The clever marketing.
Yeah. Why not? Why can't you have something different though?
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, it's now a monetizable thing. You refer to it. Your car's a special green.
Yeah.
Whereas back then I was
Yeah.
forcing the special green to try and sell the car.
try and
Whereas now
sell it.
there's a load of people that pay for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Sanderwatch, the new Porsche thing? Like, how do we make exclusivity even more exclusive?
Yeah. Paint to sample. Well, why can't I just have any colour? No. You can have those colours. Special customers can have those colours.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you've bought X number of cars, you now have access
Yeah.
to those colours.
Yeah.
Capitalism's dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did read somewhere actually Porsche have profits of marginalised a little bit. So maybe,
Yeah,
You know,
I was
you
reading the
can't-
same article.
yeah.
Yeah, they're struggling a little
Yeah,
bit, aren't they?
yeah.
I think they all are.
yeah.
I think every car brand in the world is struggling right
Yeah.
now.
I find it so bizarre for a business to be able to turn people away. Say no, sorry, you can't buy that. That's not, the allocation's not for you. Well, make
Yeah.
more cars.
Yeah, I mean, Ferrari have very successfully done it for years, but they run a very limited volume,
Yeah.
whereas Porsche's really large.
Yeah. But Ferrari's lineup in terms of, okay, yeah, they've got the pure sanguine, whatever, but they don't make saloons. They don't make, estate cars. Their lineup is still quite a big lineup considering that's what they do. And
they don't want everyone having one.
Yeah. But can still have that.
Which is why you see more
Attitude.
Lambos than you do Ferraris
Yeah.
these days, because
Yeah.
Lambo have just gone, broop,
Yeah.
open the tap.
Yeah.
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 That's a brand that's had a transformation, crikey. Lambo's cool again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I mean that what kind of say Revuelto is completely different to the Aventador previously.
Yeah.
You couldn't get any further. Single clutch, V12, quite analog really. And you've got the new one, which is just completely the opposite.
Yeah, I'd take a Diablo every day.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
exactly.
I've never been ever been excited about Lamborghinis other than the Murcielago. That's
LM002,
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
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 the truck.
yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
something. It's just, again, you just don't see them. You just don't see them.
No.
No.
They're,
And they're not nice to drive.
No.
That thing's not nice to drive. The
Yeah.
Countach that's on the wall behind us.
We're talking about concept cars. It seems like every Lamborghini is a concept car, and they've just gone, yeah, do it. That's the one credit I'll give to them. That if they, if it's
I wonder
mad
if they go to
and
design
wild,
clinic.
yeah,
Because it's the kind of car that you couldn't do a clinic on. Because I'd walk out and go, But then
crazy.
you see it like a year
Yeah.
later, and it's like, wow. And
Yeah, it
again, in
works.
context. Yeah, in context.
Well, as you say, they've always done that, haven't they? They've
Yeah.
always been, that's the concept car, and that's the real, it looks the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
I'm
doesn't-
sure there's an industry story. Do you remember the Ford Scorpio with the big goggle eyes?
no,
Yes. I mean, I can
I
picture
don't.
it, yeah.
Yeah, apparently that missed clinics,
Oh, right, okay.
which is why it appeared.
Oh, right, I see.
Have
Well,
a look
there
at
you
it.
go.
Have a look at
Okay, yeah.
Granada Scorpio. It was
Yeah.
like this thing that happened in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Questionable.
Yeah, that should never have made it through.
No.
Never have come out.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, thank you very much.
No.
Yeah,
Thank you for your time.
Really appreciate it.
Well, if you've enjoyed this episode with Phil, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let us know who you want on Talkin Shop next.